Jay, first time I've actually caught up with you at this gym. I mean, I did an interview before you made your debut.
Do you know what? It probably weren't too far from now, to be honest. A year ago, it weren't too much longer, about last March, or I don't know, maybe a little bit later, March.
It wasn't it, because I caught you literally, it was only about 2 weeks before you made your debut against that surgeon bomber.
That was in October. I thought it was a bit early than that, because I hadn't actually had my licence yet. You come here, remember, I was just turning over. It was sat over there, so I thought you might be right, I thought it was a bit early.
I remember just catching it was literally before, and you had it on. I weren't too sure what to expect, because I'd not seen you in the gym. I'd not seen you working, and obviously I'd never seen you as an amateur. So I didn't know what to expect, so it was nice to just catch you up there today. It was a little grueling session. That
it was Monday morning, 10:03 on the bar and pads, and camp's only starting now, and we are still close to Christmas, so I've still got a bit of me flubber on me, but that's coming off fast. But it was a hard session, but it's a good kick-start to the week, so can't complain. Smogger's training's intense, like anyone that's ever trained under him can tell you that. He's not a normal fella.
No, Smogger's definitely not a normal fella. But no, it was nice to see, and like I say, after watching you against Mbumba on your debut, I was really impressed, because I thought you might have been a bit like I was, just a come forward fighter,
But do you know what?
You've got skills, haven't you?
Do you know what? Like when I was younger, when I was an amateur, and you know what? Like when you put my first pro fight up, I had so many comments like you box really well and that, and everyone, like people were commenting, we never expected that. Cause like I used to be a come forward fighter, I used to just come forward swinging, but I think since I've got a bit older now, I am a bit older, so I haven't got that that age anymore to just come running forward swinging no more. I think that them days are gone, so I've got to use my head a little bit. And to be honest, like my first fight and my second fight, both them kids, like if you come forward swinging, like second fight come with that, like you know what I mean. But you come forward swinging with them, and it won't last too long. They were tough kids, so I had to switch on a bit.
We'll touch on, like you say, a very, very good debut against a real tough journeyman on the circuit, built like a brick shit house.
Yeah, like I said in my last interview, I hit him with shots that probably knock a horse out, and he just looked at me like I hadn't even touched them. So it was
Well, we thought, and Bomber is well built and he's solid, but then you get him with a giant version on the second fight, Dexter.
That was a lesson, I swear, that was a lesson. I won't be doing no stupid moves like that again.
But that was what I do, because we've just spoken off camera before, and I said, what weight are you going to do? Because, as a middleweight, you're not small, but you're not big.
Yeah, I'm not cut out for that weight. I do need to come down a little bit.
And like middleweight, you think you could make a little bit of noise, you think?
Yeah, to be honest, like, I reckon I can get lighter than light middleweight. Obviously, like I say, I only turned pro last year. I'm off like a few years missing this and that, and my life was just like catching up to where I am now. And I turned pro, I took a weight 11.6, because obviously last year I was quite heavy and I got me weight, that was as light as I came.
When you first came back into the gym?
Last January when I come, but last February, sorry, when I come in this gym I was 14 stone 7. Right. And my first fight was 11 stone 6. The lightest I was last year was 11 stone 4. And obviously when I boxed Dexter, I shouldn't have even been boxing Dexter, I was meant to be on a different show. I got pulled off that show, spat me dummy out. I got offered a few fights before Dexter, and that to be honest, I never asked for that, but they phoned for me and they asked me for it, so I said yeah, it sorted me Christmas out. But when I seen him, like at the weigh-in, I thought, you know what, I went 100%, I seen him and I thought, he's not as big as I thought. I know, but I'm saying, like I fucking said this last time when I got in the ring, I swear to God, I looked at him and I was like, what the fuck have I done here? But
I think
fucking blew up.
Dexter put about 18 pounds.
That weren't the same kid on the fucking way, I'm telling you now. Just fucking something went on there, it weren't the same kid. But credit due, given that, you know what I mean? And I think, you know what, he's boxing on the same show as me on the 23rd of April, that's when we're both out. I think he's on that show.
Is this St George's Day, 23rd, isn't it?
I've been told so, yeah, and I think so. I think the derby's on as well, I've been told so. I think it's going to be a loud day, but I don't know if that's true, but that's what I've been told, so I think it's going to be a crazy one. But hopefully with the notice that I've got now, like I say, my first fight with that Serge, I was meant to box in September, that whole show got cancelled, and then I got put on the October show on the 15th of October, and my opponent changed 3 times that week, and I've never been at the weigh-in, I didn't even know who I was fighting, and I never got weighed in, I was like that, and Jay Matthews was like, you're boxing the Olympian, Jay? I was like, what? What do you mean? And then I got told he was a 2012 Olympian, I was like, and I swear I'm not gonna lie, my head was like, what the fuck have I done now? My first pro fight, and when I got in there, I hit him with shots and he caught me with a left hook, and that's when I did. He caught me in the first round with a left hook, and I thought, you need to switch on here, Jay. You can't be getting knocked out. You know what I mean? And I had quite a good crowd base as well with the short notice as well. And then obviously Dexter on a day's notice. I fucking love my support. I absolutely love my support. The crowd that turned up for me on a day's notice. The performance No, I thought I done like the first round, second round, Dexter called me and he was too big.
Like you just said, he caught you with a beautiful body shot, and then again in the exact same space.
He caught me, and I've tried to grab onto him, and he's caught me as I've tried to grab onto him, and I tried to stand up, and it was late reaction, I went down, I got back up, and he caught me fucking flush, and you know what, kids, you caught me, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. In my head, this time last year, never thought I'd have a professional record. You know what I mean? I'm taking it with a blessing.
Now you've had these 2 fights on your belt, and you've
seen
both sides.
I'm not asked about any professional fights. I mean, my first 2 fights, not fucking many people have had them 2. You know what I mean? Not many people have had that.
So how do you feel about it now? You know, this was something that you said was a long time coming. Was it worth the wait? And
it was worth the wait.
Where does it go from here?
It was worth the wait, and like, I mean, I shout out to anyone who wants to chase the dream, go for it. Because I had loads of fears. I never thought I'd get this far. I don't know how far I'm going to go. I don't know how long this is going to happen. But I'm going to take any opportunity as a blessing and a lesson, and you know what I mean. I'm going to appreciate and love it all. And I've had a tough professional debut, and I've had a tough loss. You know what I mean? At my first 2 fights, I've experienced everything: a win and a loss and a stoppage. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, they're both 2 against 2 credible, good fighters, strong kids. You know what I mean? And I'm open, and I mean, no one ever gets an easy fight, but I'm hoping it gets fucking easier than them 2. I'm open.
Listen, if you're talking about coming down in weight, surely that will happen.
Yeah, well, I'm not. I don't personally think I want to fight anyone as strong as Dexter again. You know what I mean? Not at the weight that I'm going to be. And even though I'm small for the weight, I'm a strong kid, and I believe I'm strong. And on the right conditions, the right training camp, on, you know what I mean, the right notice. I haven't really had notice for both my fights yet, and even though I was in the gym for my first debut.
But this is your reward for helping us out and stepping out in last minute. You know, Steve said, right, we'll get you in the home corner, because you're managed by Steve's right-hand man in James Russell. So realistically, this is your like treat. So hopefully you're going to get spoiled. You're going to get a decent opponent at the right weight. With, as we know now, you've plenty of notice, you're looking great condition already, and we're, what, 10 weeks out? 10 weeks out, and to be honest, after the last fight, obviously I've got to come back and make a statement now. I've got to show the people, I've got to show the city that I'm a fighter. I'm a born-bred fighter. No matter how hard I get knocked down, I'm going to stand back up and I'm going to come for anyone. And you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to take that last. Like, I mean, I got beat, but I weren't defeated. You know what I mean? And that's how I'm going to come. And I was meant to be boxing the 5th of March. I got told I was on the 5th of March. But you know what? I'm happy it's being pushed back, because I've just had a litter of puppies. I've just had a baby girl. I've had all occasions, and I'm training on top of it. So like I say, of course, congratulations. I've seen the picture.
I had a baby girl, premature. She was born premature. She's 31 weeks when she was born. She's still
okay now.
She's still in hospital. She's a little fighter. She's still in hospital. She's home in 2 weeks, I think. And so it's hard. She's in Wigan Hospital at the moment, and so I've got a baby in there. So I've got all this crazy, great stuff going on, but it's all getting it together. But my training's coming on. I'm running. I'm training. I'm more committed now than I was last year. Like last year, I never thought I'd even be pro. When I started training to keep fit and get back on the right path, and now I'm starting the year with professional fights lined up against, you know what I mean, and this year's my year.
Does it all feel real now then?
It's starting to, and I'm getting confidence. Like obviously I've got a bit of a shine here from Sparring Friday and Denny's. That Billy, I can't pronounce it.
Oh, and yes, the former ABA champion, Derry Matthews.
Yeah, so the phone said you want to spar, and obviously my fitness level's nowhere near his at the moment, but I had a good sparring. I've given me a little piece to like, but I done good. Caught him some good shots, he caught me some good shots. Yeah, he's dead. He's strong, he's a strong kid, and you know what, he's boxed on the 11th, and I wish him the best, and I'm sparring.
Yeah, he makes his debut down at your call, doesn't he? He was a GB kid, wasn't he? As well as winning the ABAs.
So to be honest, I'm starting to think John doesn't like me, because last year, like obviously my first few spars against like good kids like Millard, Jack McGann, fucking Liam Smith. I mean, I hadn't been in the gym, just coming after Christmas, and he's getting me in with GB superstars and that, you know what I mean? He
wants to know if you really want it as much, because it's wasting this time, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's it. So I'm getting hard spars, hard fights. It's like, come on, I mean, I don't think the boxing world likes me, to be honest. I think this is what I see me getting done in, but everything's good. It's all great experience. I'm back in the boxing world. I'm back seeing great people. I'm around great people. My life's good. I'm looking forward to this 23rd of April in the Olympia, and I'm going to come stronger than I've ever come. I'm going to come for the performance. My first 2 fights were confidence builders. You know what I mean? I didn't know what to expect. It's been years since I boxed. I'm back in there now. I feel like I'm a pro. Now I feel ready. Now I feel like I'm like, come on, let's go for it. Now let's fucking. You've got that first year was just getting there. Now I'm here, and now I'm coming, and now I'm ready. And whatever happens, win, lose, draw the next fight. You know what I mean? I'd like to. I mean, I'd love to have an unbeaten record, but I have it no more, and I took a fucking gamble.
Oh, sometimes a nice
records are for DJs, aren't they? Let's have it right. So, but I'd love to have an unbeaten record, but you know what, right? If I lose fights, it's going to be against fucking good kids, and it's going to be against good gambles. And
so you want to test yourself?
I want to test myself, yeah. And at the end of the day, like, I'm late to the game. I don't know how long I've got in the game. I don't want to end the career with, oh, you know what, he boxed fucking 5 months, but he never boxed someone. I'll take losses against good kids. I don't want losses. I'm not coming to lose. I'm coming to fucking fight and fight anyone and beat anyone. And I'm coming stronger than I've ever been in my life. And hopefully, God bless him. You know what I mean?
Do you think we're going to see a big change? Because this, like you just said, this is a proper long camp now.
This is a long camp.
You know, you've got a good day. We're hopefully going to get you a good opponent. Yeah, do you think we're going to see something that we saw glimpses in on that debut?
Well, like I say, my first fight against Serge, I never took gamble. He was a tough kid. I really just wanted to win. I had a good crowd. It was my pro debut. I just wanted to enjoy the moment. And to be honest, he was a person and I didn't really feel like he was going hard there anytime soon. Dexter was a big kid. I wanted to win. It never come my way. But that was not the confidence building. You know what I mean? And now I do feel confident in getting in there. And I'm confident. I'm fucking let's have it. You know what I mean? Let's have it. I'll fight anyone. I mean, get this year out of the way, get a good couple of wins, and hopefully next year I'm going to come fucking stronger than what I am this year. But get this year out the way first, get this fight out the way. But I'm going to come strong in this fight. I've got things in my head. That's why I'm getting shine this night. I'm getting pasted. I'm stepping out of my comfort zones in sparring now. You know what I mean? I'm getting confidence again in sparring these good kids where I'm taking steps forward where like I used to. So hopefully things come forward and things go great and some opportunities come. I'm in the gym now every single fucking day. I'm not taking no little breaks, no little slipping. I'm more determined now than I was last year.
You know, when you're young, sometimes it's a hard lifestyle to live, but you've lived a good life and you've done all those things that perhaps you shouldn't have been doing, but now this is your choosing to do this. This is your time to you know, reach what you felt you should have done a long time ago.
And you know what, I've got a lovely support base. I've got a lovely few sponsors: Fatboy Burgers, ADM Meats, Power Preps.
Well, send us the logos over, and I'll send
the logos, and MD Fabrication as well, and RW Movement Specialist. I've got some good sponsors there that have helped me out from the start before I was even like medical and that, you know what I mean, who were there to help me out and get me there. And so I've got good sponsors who've stuck with me. I've got good training camp. I'm loyal to Smogger, I'm loyal here, and you know what I mean, it's like I'm coming, I travel quite a bit to get here every single day as well. And
where are you from?
Me, but like I was living in Southport when I first ever come here last year, and then now I'm over the water, so like I mean, I'm not driving. I mean, I've had a problem with my licence, so I am getting like 4 trains a day just to come here every morning. You know what I mean? So
well, that shows dedication, doesn't it?
It is, and I'm coming here, and John's got heavy spars for me. It's like, come on, John. You know what I mean? It took me an hour and a half. Took me an hour and a half to get here, and you've got me doing 10 frees on a Monday morning. Well, I'm still in bed. But but it's great, and it's like I've said to you before, I'm seeing all old people and I'm seeing old faces, and it's good to be back in the world. And whatever comes. I don't know what's going to come for me, but I know I'm going to take any opportunity. I'm going to come strong, and you know what I mean.
When you retire, whenever that is, you want to be able to sit back and go, well, I had a proper.
Well, that's it, Lee. Like I mean, I was off the rails for years, and pardon me, I always had doubts about even turning pro. Last year, I turned over, and I struggled to get to where I was. And do you know what? Right, I remember the day that I got my boxing license, and I half cried. And when I was like, you know, I swear, I was so emotional. I was like, I actually done it. And then when I got my actual debut, and I won, and it was just like the feeling. And there's no words like it. And you know what? Even my loss, there's no words like that. Because you know what? I never thought I'd ever even have that opportunity. And it was a free prospect. Not many people even get that.
Certainly not in the second fight.
Not in the second fight, you know what I mean? And it was a fucking tough fight. And not many people even get the opportunity to say,
well,
you know
what? Say, this is why this is happening here. So hopefully we can get you winning all the way through to the end of the year. Yeah. Maybe we get you to, you know, it was 5 wins under your belt by Christmas comes.
Well, look, I know now, right, at the end of the day, I'm not asking what anyone says, at the end of the day, at the right weight, with right camp, I'll give anyone a fucking trouble day, and I know for a fact I'll give anyone a trouble day. Sparring might have given me a piece, and when it comes down to fight night, I'll come out with something different, you know what I mean? So, at the right weight, the right camp, don't mean I'm coming to upset anyone, and I'm putting that out there.
Following that journey.
I'm putting that out there.
It restarts again on April the 23rd, down at Olympia. I think it's St George's Day.
Be ready for something different.
So be ready for something different. We've got great top of the bill, little Conor Butler.
Yeah, good lad, good lad. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a good little.
It is.
I've been following that as well, so you know, I'm Team Conor.
But what I'm looking forward to is how you perform on this night, and how that weight comes down, and how you continue to perform, because there's good signs there, mate, and I'll be intrigued to see where you can go, mate. And
I'm
with that mindset,
my mindset, not. I mean, the only man that can beat me at the minute's me. I mean, I'll take a loss, but I'm not going to be defeated by no one. So I'm ready to get in there with anyone and turn it up and upset people. And 23rd of April, I'm confident I'm going to do something different, and I'm going to impress a lot of people. And hopefully that date opens some doors for me, because I'm coming for everything.
Jay, we'll leave it on that.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you,
I'll see you definitely on the 23rd.
100%.
I'm sorry, on the 22nd, because we'll have the weigh in there. But hopefully I'll catch up with you maybe a little bit nearer the time.
Nice one, appreciate it.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.